Go with
We're
me.
live on the internet.
You toast your fancy bread.
Okay, we're toasting fancy bread.
Now I do it in a skillet because a good thick cut piece of fancy bread doesn't go in a
Also,
toaster.
like grilled fancy bread.
Grilled fancy bread.
Oh, even fancier. Okay.
Okay. You do yourself a layer of hummus or avocado, whatever you got floating around. You layer on your thinly sliced smoked tofu, some thinly sliced tomato. You layer that up with a little bit of, shredded lettucey stuff. I use a spring salad mix. You put on some sprouts and you eat it. A little bit of salt, pepper taste.
That does sound pretty good.
That's a manly sandwich. It's a manly sandwich.
With all those
So
vegetables,
much.
very manly.
Very manly. We're live on the
Well,
internet.
we've got people in chat already. Melanie
Ta-da!
popped in for a minute to say that she's watching the first season of Star Trek TNG
Oh,
and she'll watch
nice.
tomorrow. Have a great night.
Enjoy
Uh,
your next generation.
we've also got Nikki and Jen and Liz and Susanna, who made it home in
Ooh,
time.
excellent. Well, guys, this is a bingo card wrap up. I don't know what weather is like for you, but in southeastern Manitoba, we got nailed with a not terribly unusual April summer snowstorm. Would I say
I
I'm
will.
shocked? No, because guys, we can get snow up to May long weekend here.
I distinctly remember a snow day in June one time.
Yeah, like it happens.
It
Am
was
I
the reason I
shocked?
didn't get to
No.
make Pop Tarts or Pop Tarts, Pizza
Pop
Pops in
Tarts?
home ec. Pizza Pops. It was Pizza Pops Day in home ec, and I was actually so excited to go to school. And we had a snow day
Oh, gross.
in June
On Pizza Pop Day.
on Pizza Pop
Rude.
Day.
Rude. Rude. You can make Pizza Pops louder.
I could, but I resented it at the time, and then I
Okay.
resented the fact that I was excited about school and then disappointed about the snow day. And yeah, there was just a big cycle of resentment going on.
Okay. That's a thing that's happening.
Okay, I was in the moody preteen phase, like
It's
all the
fair.
resentment.
All the yeah, that is a phase, isn't it? Okay. So we're gonna do a bingo card check-in on for me what is a snowy day. I think we got like 9 centimeters.
I've
So
seen
like
pictures. It looks like
enough to be a problem, but not like the 48 we got in 97, which preceded the flood of the century. So
cool, 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 cool.
let's think about this in varying degrees. Were chunks of the highway closed down? Yeah, guys, it snowed a bunch and there's wind. It's a flat province. Of course highways closed down. There'll be heavy blowing snow. That'll with your visibility like nobody's business.
It looked heavy and icy too. The pictures I
It
saw.
is. It's heavy and icy. It's the heavy
I
wet
forgot to
stuff.
get
It's that
something to work
stuff
on.
where, oh my goodness, it's the stuff where if you don't go shovel it on a regular basis, you are going to give yourself a heart attack.
Oh God,
And you
I
know
hate that
better. You
snow.
know you have to go shovel it more than once a day. You cannot be lazy bones about it, or
Except
you will
then we
pay.
do, and we regret it and pay for it, and yeah.
I don't.
Yes, well,
And I
meh.
didn't when I owned a house either.
I say a very mature meh to you.
No. My sister and I took turns when we lived together because my brother-in-law would go to work and then we would take turns throughout the day going out and shoveling the driveway. So it wasn't that much to shovel when he got home. I would be like a 5 or 10 minute task. Why in the world would I make it a 45-minute workout extravaganza that I'd want to keel over and die afterwards? And I could just go out 5 minutes, take the trash, shovel the driveway, and be done.
Fair.
I know, there's my logical brain kicking in for the day.
Oh, Liz has had tornado watches the last couple of days.
Did you hear about this stuff in Western America?
No, what's been going down over there?
Well, it's been dangerous weather all across the board.
Okay, missed that.
Yup, yup. Yeah, it's doing exactly what all the scientists said it was going to do when climate change became something we could no longer avoid.
Cool, fancy
And a
that.
shocking turn of events.
Science kind of predicted some things.
And warned us for decades. We didn't listen.
Uh,
Ooh,
cool.
I need a marker. Because I can cross some stuff off. Rustle my paper.
Trace is here, and Sherry's here, and oh no, Susanna got coffee instead of tea. That's
No,
unfortunate.
unless it's
That's a
decaf
very
coffee.
unwelcome surprise.
Yeah, especially if you paid for tea and like went through Tim Hortons and you got coffee instead, I would not be impressed.
Oh, and Nikki's mum turned 60 today.
Ooh, lovely. That's a big birthday. Congratulations. Happy birthday to the mom.
All right, I
Should I
suppose
finish any slugs this year?
I don't know.
I don't think so, no, because Us has been bugging me to finish socks. Okay.
I feel like that's accurate.
I feel like you're not
Yeah.
wrong.
Okay, so bingo cards.
Hang on, I'm
Guess we
crossing stuff off.
should explain what a bingo card is in case
We
anybody's new
should.
and
Or
doesn't know what we're
Mr.
doing.
Mr. Lovely Reel earlier today.
Hmm. My lovely reel where I attempted to explain what a crafting bingo card is.
Yep.
So, crafting bingo is like regular bingo in that you have a 5x5 grid with a free space in the middle, and there we go. Okay, now you can see it. And you can find pre made ones online, I think, or you can make your own like we do, and you just fill it in with either specific projects or generic project ideas or just goals that you have for your crafting life. And as the year goes on, you cross them off, and it's just a nice visual reminder of what you have accomplished, what you still want to accomplish, and maybe if you're a person who doesn't have an entire bin of whips they're supposed to be working on, maybe it helps you decide what to work on next if you're like a 1 to 2 whip kind of person.
I get to
I
mark off so many squares.
I am not a 1 to 2 whip kind of person, so what to make next is doesn't really help me with that.
I
So
love having anywhere from like 15 to 24 projects on the go at the same time. I know it stresses a lot of people out. If I have less than like 10 things to pick from, whoa, no. I am so anxious. It's not even funny.
so you're very much a mood crafter. Whatever
Oh yeah. Oh
mood
yeah.
strikes you, you
Whatever,
need to have a
whatever,
project
whatever.
for every mood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Totally have to. Otherwise I'd be stuck working on something and that's not my vibe. I would put my knitting down and I wouldn't craft.
I
So that's not
am
gonna work.
somewhat like that, just not quite to that extent. I think maybe I have less mood variations in my crafting. I have like
Eh.
I have like 4 to 6 moods, and I would really like to have 4 to 6 whips. That feels like an appropriate number for the number of moods I tend to have.
Sure. Frog some of your shawls.
I mean, I've been frogging stuff. That is, in fact, the first square that I crossed off on my bingo card this year was frog a whip. I have frogged many whips, so I got to cross that square off.
Yeah, you should need to frog some more.
I'm keeping with my two out to one in, and that seems to be going pretty well.
All right. I have done some marking off of stuff. Also,
I
ugh,
desperately want to start a
wet hair.
hexagon cardigan, like a granny hexagon cardigan, but that would involve either finishing or frogging 2 things. So I may yet frog some more stuff so that I can start a granny square hexagon cardi.
Or frog one thing, finish one thing.
Yes, frog and or finish to a total of 2.
Yep. Just saying, there's that shawl collar, and if you sat down and crocheted that bad boy, we'll catch up on your critical role.
I know, I know. I'm only 2 episodes behind. I might catch up
Yet,
in time to watch live tomorrow, maybe.
who knows? I have no idea if you will or not. I doesn't know. Look, I have my crafting bingo card.
Nice. Do you have
Look
any
at all those
bingos yet?
X's. No, I like to spread out all my X's. So I'm always like, is there a row that doesn't have an X? Put an X in there. I'm
I,
close though.
I
When we
almost
do
have a
this,
bingo.
because I've got State of the Whip written down a couple of times. And I don't know if that's the do a state of the whip check or finish a whip from the state of the whip check.
I don't
Can't
know.
remember my intentions when I wrote that down. Uh, go me. I'm gonna go with either. Either finish something from a state of the whip, because at that point, then it's been a whip for a while, or do a state of the whip check-in, which I generally try to have an FO for anyway, so that works. It's because I got one row, I just need a state of the whip and a knit-along FO. So if I finish another thing for the spring equinox, because I've already got my crochet bag marked off. I think I have my crochet bag marked up. Do I have my crochet bag marked up?
I don't know.
There's the easy V.
I was just saying, you're really the opposite of
There's
me. I would die if I had so many whips.
which it's, and I know for some people it's just not a thing they can do. My
Sherry wants
huge
me to
tube.
finish things, not frog things. And...
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
also was
design.
saying, I think you said finish a whip from the state of the whip.
Oh, you know, it's probably what I did because it doesn't make any sense for me to do the check-in ones. That's scheduled. That's gonna happen. That's not a
Yeah.
debate. I should go back to the state of the whip and see what I had for whips that were old enough that I should try to finish. And before you start, yes, Stash Dash starts next month. There will be more FOs coming.
Oh, yeah.
Things are happening. But I
Is it
already have
cheating if I, like,
one,
get the
two,
patchwork cardigan to be,
three.
like, just a few rows from finished? Or is that, like, good planning for Stash Dash?
That's good planning. I have 6 squares marked off and nothing doubled.
2, 3, 4, 5. I also have 6 squares and nothing doubled.
Lovely. Look at us go.
I'm 1 square away from having the diagonal bingo.
Oh,
If
nice.
I make a gift, I've already made some gifts this year. But if I make another gift that doesn't count for a different square,
Mhm.
then I'll
What I'm
have a
trying to
diagonal
decide
bingo.
is, does my Shapely boyfriend cardigan count as an FO? Because that was technically a rip back the sleeves and correct a mistake.
I mean, it got finished again, so I think it counts.
Who counted that? Which case I
And
have
yes,
7.
Asa, I'm gonna knit my dad's socks. They're sitting here in a bag, ready to go. I'll aim to have those done for my June trip so they can be Father's Day socks.
All right. I still have a lot of new design squares. No sock FOs. Might be more victory dancing going on. I'm close on the snow globe socks. And if anybody can let me know where in my apartment my first snow globe sock went, I pitched it that way at the cat half a week ago, and I haven't seen it since. That'd be great.
Um, I'm going to say that it is underneath something.
Probably. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like as far back underneath the something so that you can't
Yes.
possibly see it without a flashlight.
Highly, highly suspect it'll show up when I do spring floor cleaning next week.
Probably.
I think I can fill this card this year. I wasn't sure I'd be doing this well, but I think I can fill the card this year. Well, I'll have to give myself a prize if I do that. I haven't filled a card yet.
Nikki says that she'll also have a bingo, a diagonal bingo, if she finishes the sea glass tea.
That's a
I have
cute
to look that
tea.
one up. I don't remember which one that one is.
It's the one with the 1 by 1 color work rows.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
See,
Also says,
I
I
even
don't
like,
think I made a bingo this year. I could not find it in the Discord. Well, no one says you can't make one now.
you can start whenever you want. Sure, bingo.
I have no words for this. What is going on?
I wanted to pull down my other cowl that I finished because I finished that winter rib cowl just at the start of the new year. But apparently I've already packed away the winter stuff. And because I haven't bothered to pack this away yet, I still have my huge tube. A huge tube. And I have 3 sweaters done already by way. Now it's April. I have 3 sweaters done. And two, well, one was from scratch. One was only like halfway done as a whip, and one was a fix. I still got 3 sweaters done.
I lied. I can cross off another square. I don't have my June sun hat on here.
Nope. No, go you.
Uh, that was a
Because I
worsted one,
finished,
wasn't it?
yes, I finished my Easy V. That's all done. Glorious Willy Wool. Glorious Willy Wool.
It's so pretty.
Oh, yeah, you're going to love it.
Oh yeah, I get to steal that one.
Yes, if you don't, I suspect Aaron might claim it.
But I'm like, between stealing sweaters from you and going shopping at Leonard Taylor, I don't really need to pack anything for my trip in a couple weeks.
Probably not, no. I finished my 4 cardigan, which Erin would have gleefully stolen except the sleeves are so long her fingertips don't reach the cuffs.
Good effort, Aaron.
Makes this bad boy safe.
And it's
And
wool,
then
so it's safe from your mom too.
it is glorious. And then I refinished the sleeves on my Shapely Boyfriend cardigan. So that's 3. And the only one I can't keep is the pullover. Learn to stop making those. It looks so dang pretty.
Gotta
So
go for the
dang
cardigans.
pretty. Gotta
Or
go for the cardigans.
learn how to steek things into cardigans.
Girl, some things can get steeked. Some shapes cannot be steeked. When all the weight sits on the edge of your sweater in a V-neck shape, it cannot be steeked.
Yeah, okay.
That
Like
ain't gonna
your
work.
standard kind of crew neck sort of ones.
Absolutely. I will happily steek those.
The more traditional
The
shapes.
Yeah, the easy V, not so much. Not so much. Not that I don't like the pattern. I really did like the pattern. I just get so hot so fast. So hot so fast. I don't need this either. Did you bring any of your stuff to show off?
I did. Um, except I just
See,
remembered the
look,
June sun hat, so that one's not in here.
look,
But that's
look,
okay.
look.
Look,
I
oh,
just need
that's
to
very
know
close to
how
being
long.
done.
I need to know how long my freaking leg is on my other sock. Let's be honest, the ribbing is 1 inch because then I give up and I bind off. I already know that part. But I don't remember how long I made the leg. That'd be fine if I made like the same length of leg roughly all the time anyway, but they're wildly out there. I need to find my first sock. Gross.
You don't just make the
Gross.
leg the same. Like if you're making a full length sock, you don't just make it the same length as the foot.
I have discovered that no, I do not.
Huh. Fair.
So
I just
that
follow
ain't
that
gonna
rule of
work.
thumb for my socks because it works.
Makes the legs too long for me because
Hmm.
I have a 10-inch foot. But if I go that high up in a sock, I'm in 2 muscular calves
Ah,
because I walk for a living.
right.
There's there's no givey squishy flesh on my legs.
I have dainty little toothpick ankles, so
I have man hikes mountain ankles. It's fine. You have to get me around. It's important. So I super duper don't.
Nikki's got 6 squares done. Soon we'll have 8. And Asa usually doesn't knit the leg and the foot the same length. I don't know. I find it's a nice rule of thumb that just works for me.
Trust me, I wish it did for me.
As for FOs, I do not have the June Sun hat in here, but that's okay. We do not need to look at that shapeless failure. That one is a candidate for my modify a finish square.
Yep.
And then other things I don't have is the Cobra sweater, because that was a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I made you a Junimo back in January, so I don't
Yep.
have that.
Phaedra has it on the bed right now. She's been chewing on it today.
I'm glad Phaedra enjoys her toy. What else
But it
do
doesn't matter
I
where I put it. She
have?
goes and she hunts it down. Okay, fine. I learned to
So for
admit
things that I have
defeat.
finished that I do have, I finished the Diana socks.
Yep.
Finally. Fortunately,
Oh,
we're
geez.
doing this on a day shortly after I've done laundry, so they haven't gone on my feet yet. So they're actually clean for this, which is great.
Okay.
So that was the pattern from Nikki Knits, and it was the January bird from Fireweed Fiber Co. Whatever the January bird was, I don't remember. There's the
Purple
cranberry colored
finch.
one. So finch, some kind of red finch, purple
Who's
finch,
purple
purple finch.
finch?
There we go. We got there in the end. So that's those. And then I finished the socks for Mr. Diana out of the
See,
Red Wing
right
Blackbird.
now, I'm regretting that we don't make show notes for State of the Whip.
Because now you're actually going to have to go and watch it all.
Gross.
Yeah, so for FOs that I can actually show off, that's it. I have 2 pairs of socks and a sad hat. Because the impressive thing that I finished was a gift. So I don't have that to show. Is that really all I finished this year? 2 pairs of socks, a sad hat, and the Cobra sweater?
Yeah.
I guess that's not bad for the beginning of April.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. What
Yeah,
other
that
checks have you
tracks.
given yourself on your bingo card?
Okay, so for things I've crossed off, I've now done a fingering weight FO, a worsted weight FO, and a sport or DK weight FO.
Yep.
I have
What's
made
the
a
sport
toy,
weight one?
the Cobra sweater.
Oh, is that sport weight?
Yeah.
I honestly
There's
didn't look that closely, guys. I just looked at the pretty picture.
that's fine. For I had crossed off toy because I made the Junimo.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
had Frog a Whip. I have
Yep.
done that many times this year. I wanted to
Yep.
organize my stash. There's video evidence of doing that.
I may have bugged you till I got done.
I
And by
wanted to
may have,
finish
I
a whip.
did.
So the Diana socks count for, I think those were the first whip that I finished this year. And then I've made progress on streaming 10 whip sprints. Or 10
Ooh.
instant, not 10
Instances.
sprint. 10 streams of.
Hmm.
So we've done 2.
Oh, nice. 3. January, February, March, right?
I don't think we did one in January because we did one at the very end of December.
End of December, right.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares, not including the free space.
Lovely. Oh yeah, we're both on track to have full bingo cards this year. Oh yay.
Especially because 2 of my squares are the sweater for Mr. Diana that I
Uh-huh.
started but need to finish,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and the socks for my dad that I wound the yarn.
Okay.
And I found needles when I cleaned up my stash, so there's that.
Oh boy.
But I still need a lace FO and a bulky FO. I need to repair something. I need to make another gift. I need to make a Christmas gift before December. I
Okay.
need to modify a finish. I wanted to make a sweater for my sibling. I want to try designing a pattern. I have just the word scraps written down, which I think means I wanted to use scraps in a project or make a scrappy project. So if I just finish my scrappy, stripy striping socks,
Yep.
that'll be that
That'll
one.
count. Yeah.
And then I want to try Tunisian crochet and macrame and felting and dyeing and tatting. I want to try a lot of different stuff.
Guys, I made different cards.
Yes, well, you I don't know. You seem to like being buried under things. I would find that way too stressful. Oh, I have bonus items because they didn't fit on my card because people suggested them after. Charity knitting and a blanket FO. Those are like
Well,
stretch goals.
a blanket FO would be a big FO, and you've had that on your back burner for a while to do another blanket.
Yeah.
Ooh, a blanket FO.
Because I have those giant Aunt Karen anniversary cakes, and like one of those would make a blanket. I don't
Depends
know why
on
this
if you
never
knit
occurred
or
to me.
crochet.
It also depends what size of blanket you want.
It's
But
is that a bulky?
yes,
And you got two of one color, right?
yes. So I could make an absolutely massive blanket if I wanted to.
Well, if you think about it, there's 237 yards per ball of impeccable, and I barely made a cat blanket size holding two of those double for worsted using 8 balls.
I don't know. These are whole kilograms.
Well, I don't know, what's 4 times 237?
4 times 200.
267. How much is the estimated yardage in a freaking
Well, okay,
impeccables
so let's round to 250 for
yard?
easier math. That'll be 1,000 and some.
Okay. And what's the yardage in a kilometer?
1,000.
So
Well,
you
that's
need
the meterage.
it's a meterage, so 1,200, 1,300 maybe?
I think it could work.
I think you'll need both Karen cakes. If you did like the study a snow blanket, like the crochet one that I did, which was all that beautiful texture.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I saw this thing
Sure.
on TikTok. I don't know why this never occurred to me, but
Okay.
backing your knit and crochet blankets with the like fuzzy, the fuzzy material, so you
Oh,
have
that
like a
fake
plush. Yeah,
chenille
like the
stuff that dies and is gross after like 5 washes.
whatever the fuzzy stuff that you get, the fuzzy blankets.
I know. I even know where to go buy it.
But you could just the concept of you can back your crocheted blanket. I don't know
That
why
never
this never
occurred to you?
occurred to me that you could sew a backing onto like a scarf or a blanket or a
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You can sew a backing on. I don't know why this never occurred to me, but this was like my brain expansion of the day.
Oh, guys, I didn't count Max's hat. I
What
finished
square
the
does that
niece's
count for?
boyfriend half. I just have ones that are labeled FO.
Fair.
Oh, that totally counts as a square.
Da, da, da. Oh, also confirms no sprints in January.
Okay, good.
And seeing the
Just
speed I
also
knit
happen to know
socks.
what my state of the whip list was.
I'm afraid you're gonna go after.
I don't want to go rewatch it. I suspect the brioche hug qualifies.
Probably.
The scrap busting sachet will qualify. The Nordic Knights will qualify. These are all things I want to get done this year. But all I want to cast on right now is a t-shirt. T-shirt. And I'm behaving. And I'm making progress. And I'm doing my secret crafting. And I'm behaving. I would like this noted for the record. Not today. Today I spent the whole day in bed crafting for fun.
It's fair.
I get even less personal space during my time of the month because now my cat's convinced I'm dying.
Well, I mean, clearly you are.
So,
Oh, thinking of animals doing weird things. Um, our neighborhood squirrel thoroughly enjoyed the Easter chocolate that mother in law sent. I don't know when it got delivered, but it was just sitting there by the front door, and like I'm putting my shoes on to go out. And I'm like, what is that scratching sound? And I open the door, and there's just cardboard box confetti and little tinfoil wrappers everywhere. I was like, thief! Thieving squirrel ate my Easter chocolate.
yep, they would have been out there for a while, my dear.
It can't have been that long, honestly, because I checked not that much earlier. So, annoying thieving squirrel ate my Easter chocolate, and I'm annoyed about it. So, the local black squirrel that lives in our yard is now named Thief.
At least
And
you
I
got
bought
a name out
myself a
of this.
chocolate orange at the grocery store because I was sad.
Oh, jeez. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, apparently for all of your State of the Whip stuff, you made a list on Discord in November.
Oh, I did? Excellent. That's much easier to check.
And
Oh,
also says, seeing the speed I
oh,
knit
me.
socks, your father's socks will be Christmas gift. Yeah, the socks will be the Christmas gift before December this year. I mean, does it count if it was last year's Christmas gift?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we get to make fun of you for it, but yes. I feel like it's fair, isn't it? Is it not
I don't
fair?
know. I don't know if it counts because it's supposed to be for Christmas last year. So I don't know.
Well, yes, but you also had no intentions of casting it on to like Christmas Day.
Well, yes, and he knew that, and he was fine with that. Now, however, it's getting a little ridiculous.
So he had to know it wasn't going to happen. He
He
had to know it
understands that
wasn't going
it'll
to happen.
happen eventually. Just eventually.
He is the father of a crafter.
Yes. I've been crafting for 10 years, so he knows. More than 10 years. Hang on, wait, math? 12 years. 12 years.
Hang on, wait, Beth?
It's 12 years now. For knitting, anyway.
Oh, gosh.
This says that squirrel was rude. He was so rude. The rudest little squirrel. And then while I was standing there just looking at all this confetti, going, how am I going to clean this up? Little thing pokes its nose up because we've got sort of like a little porch type deal. Little thing pokes its nose up like 2 feet away and is just looking at me like, you gone yet? Can I have more chocolate? Just stood there and posed while I took a picture of the little thief. This thing fears nothing. Grumble, 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 squirrel. I will stop talking about the squirrel
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you are so screwed in the apocalypse. You can't even frighten a squirrel.
These squirrels are frightened by nothing. I would bet if one of these squirrels had a fight with your cat, the squirrel would win.
Well, yes, because my cat is paranoid and doesn't leave the house. It's afraid of
The
the
squirrel's also
outdoors.
nearly the same size. So,
I have seen her go after things, but she stops once she gets past the glass. She doesn't know what to do. She gets a very distressed look on her face, like, how did I get outside?
yeah, I remember our cat doing that. He'd try so hard to get outside, and then he'd actually get there, and he'd just, like, stop. Like, well, now what? What do I do?
Now what?
What?
Ah, run inside.
Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. Cats. I love my cat. I love its personality. I love everything about it. Does she also drive me bonkers? Yes, yes, she does.
Also
Oh,
says the squirrels will be good for doomsday. You can catch them for food really easy. It's true, they'll crawl in your lap for a peanut, so.
won't take long for us to work that out of their genealogical profile.
Oh, yeah. But, it'll work really well for a few months. And
Yeah,
Nikki, I can post the picture in the Discord later of my
sure.
little thief.
You do love a good photo in the Discord threads. Oh, I just made so much more progress than I thought I was going to on the bingo card. I need to mark off that hat before I forget it again. So I totally finished a hat. It's the other square. I'm not doing as well on the craft 9 challenges I set myself, but that's okay. Let's pick
Oh,
a
I
row.
didn't even make one of those this year. That's
Ooh, you don't
this
have
year.
anything.
This year is all about working through that bin of whips and getting down to a point where when the mood strikes me to cast something on, I can just do it, and I don't I'm not like searching for a project bag and needles because everything's occupied in a project.
There you go. If I finish one of the State of the Whip Whips, I have my first bingo row.
Nice.
Honestly, I don't even remember what I wrote on those ones. Slide it. Oh, that's too far away to read. Hang on, wait. I have the technology. Go, Amy.
Technology.
I'm going to read through my magnifying glass. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst ourselves. Okay. So after I finish this diagonal, I wonder what is most likely to happen next. I feel like maybe the top row, because I only need lace and bulky, but the lace. I don't know. It's really a toss up what's going to happen after that. What are you reading?
My top 9 sewing projects.
Oh. Oh, I fell down another TikTok hole today thinking of sewing with thrift flips and t shirts.
Okay.
So I dug out an old t shirt and I attempted some stuff, and I think it actually mostly worked. I definitely need to actually do some sewing for the neckline. Um, but in general, I think it mostly worked.
If I repair the 2 capris and the one over the shoulder boulder holder I have in my repair bin, I can cross off a square.
Nice. Raspberries popped in real quick between driving kids places. I have 12 squares crossed off, but no bingos yet. That's impressive to have 12 and no bingo. That's like half the card. But I
Oh,
suppose
that's
that
where I put
means
all of them.
you're primed to do lots of bingos in quick succession, which is cool. Do we have like a thing for like when we get a bingo, like a row or something? Like, I don't know, buy yourself a chocolate bar or something?
You're supposed to treat yourself if that's what works best for you. Like if you're the kind of person that needs the reward at the end, absolutely install a treat, present, gift to yourself situation. Situation. I don't, but I'm not normal.
I don't believe I've ever actually gotten a proper bingo any of the years that we've been doing this, so it's never come up and I've never thought about it before this moment. But whether there's anything special that's supposed to happen when you finish a row. Well, I suppose that's an excuse for a fancy coffee then when I eventually finish one.
Ooh, fancy coffee, that's a good idea.
Like one of the super sugary Starbucks ones that I never get because they're delicious, but they're like 500 calories in a cup.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But like, yeah.
Why do I want to cast on the cat sweater t-shirt? Because I remember my balls from taking down the other day.
Well, do it. Nobody's stopping you.
But I suspect you're about to be corrected in the. I suspect there might be
And
some
he says, well, in
people.
that case, I believe I need a sweater quantity for every bingo I make. I concur.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? It's your because you're setting your own goals. You should set your own prizes because you're setting it to fit your comfort level. Because it's like it's a custom do your own thing to challenge yourself to do these sorts of projects and stuff. So like it makes sense to me that you would pick your own prize.
Oh, Sherry suggests ridiculous donut bingo prize. Also
Oh,
a
good,
solid option. I have not
very
gotten a
solid.
ridiculous donut in quite some time.
That is a very good solid option price. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I'm on track. I'm on track to fill that card. Damn, that feels good to say. Whoops, I was supposed to swear. We're on YouTube. Watch your mouth, Douglas.
I think you're allowed one and still keep the PG-13 rating. I think that's how it works.
And I only have one more middle long FO listed specifically. Hey. And we have
I
two
am very
more.
excited. by the
Knit-alongs.
number of crafts I get to try this year. I just have to
Yeah,
try them. I don't have to actually finish anything. I just have to like try it.
I was worried because like I have no spinning anywhere on this crafting card. It's because I put the spinning projects on the Make Nine Craft Challenge card, where I put embroidery, cross stitch, new craft, and I made a Make Nine for my sewing stuff.
For my lace and bulky FO, if I spun and plied some lace or bulky, does that count? Or do I have to
Yeah,
knit something?
no, you didn't specify it was knitting.
Ooh, okay. This lace FO just got a lot more achievable.
You could also make that an enemy sweater because your mohair is a lace weight.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm
If you needed an excuse for that, I'm here to help with that sort of stuff, my dear.
I'm putting that in brackets
She's
on that
making
square
notes.
because
She's making notes.
because I forgot that that's the plan for that one. Oh my gosh.
And you want to make it because every time you hold up that yarn, you're like, I want to cast this on.
Yes. And it even won't
So
be horrible to knit on if I start it over the summer because it's lace weight.
might get a little warm, like don't do it on the plus 40 days, but really,
Yeah, yeah. At least
there's
wait till the
mornings and
evening.
stuff. There's morning and stuff. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. What I should do is finish making one freaking hand fingerless mitten
Just one?
to go with this winter rim set. Oh no, because I've already made one. It just
Ah.
sits here on the side to go with the rimmed cowl I made.
I see, I see.
And it's ready for it's I think it's yeah, it's ready to have the stitches picked up for the thumb. So it needs a thumb. The DPNs I'm using are in the project. And here's the last of the yarn. So I could make a second fingerless mitt and possibly have enough for a headband.
You should just do that. That'll take
I
like
should
an
just finish
afternoon.
it. No, it's all one by one ribbing, but that's a nice thought.
Oh, okay. Well, the crochet one worked up so fast.
That's fair.
I was skewed.
That's fair. You
I had a skewed
absolutely.
sense of
That is
timing.
skewed sense of time. Yeah, no, crochet does that to you. And then there's all those crochet crop tops and stuff. I want to make a
Oh my god,
crochet t-shirt.
I'm so
I
excited.
want to make
I'm
a
so
crochet
excited. It's so
t-shirt.
bright. It's so bright.
So
I'm
good.
all about the crochet crop tops.
Oh, so good. I know people are getting ready for summer patterns and stuff. And I found some really cute crochet top patterns. I just need to pick one to make. I
I want to make
haven't
all of them.
done
I want
it
to make so many.
yet. It's hard
So
because I want to make them at like fingering weight.
many.
Because lighter, right?
Yeah.
But I also don't want to crochet that much in a 3.25 millimeter hook.
Yeah. It can confirm it takes a while. Well, this is a three and a half, but it takes a while.
Takes a while, so I'm a little torn as to what I'm going to do. Or the back of my brain just keeps going. If you did the Catman t-shirt, so you were working on the body, you could take it to D&D next Saturday. Stupid brain.
Uh huh. Oh, I
Like it
understand.
stay up late. It can do the work for me, so I could take the sweater D&D t-shirt to D&D and work on it there. That's what I
What is
think.
going on here? Did I
I'm
do
gonna make
something
modifications to that
wrong?
t-shirt because I want longer sleeves. So I'm gonna make the elbow length sleeves,
I did do something wrong. That's great.
and
We love
then
that.
the booty.
Okay, that's that one. I've missed
Oh
a stitch on
man,
the previous row. That's
tomorrow's the
unfortunate.
check-in with Louise. Did I decide what I was gonna put up for voting for the check-in with Louise tomorrow?
I don't know. Did you?
Nope, I don't think I did. I don't think I did.
Sure.
Oh, I got so many options.
I
Or do I pull for a new cast on just to drive everybody bonkers?
Oh, new cast on. Definitely irritate everyone. That is the way to go.
I mean,
Sow chaos in your wake.
There's the Ursina I swatched for. The yarn and the needles ready to go. And if you think there's project bags all over my apartment, all over the floors, in every corner of every space of every nook of any cranny, you would be correct.
Uh-huh.
Because technically the Ursina is a crop top.
Also
So like I might
suggesting
be.
do a state of the whip and a new cast on.
Ooh, good idea. Narrow down that voting to two things so Sherry can't say the sweater she's gonna say. Whoops. Lost my headphones.
Well, don't do that.
Hair is slippery when wet.
Do you need like one of those little signs, little floor
No.
signs, slippery when wet, but like as a fascinator?
Probably. Probably. Oh my god, Diana, why haven't we casted these on yet?
What? Why? What are they? I don't know.
They're
What
the
have we?
fairy mittens from Ginger Snap
Oh,
That.
uh, because I have colorwork mittens and colorwork socks and a colorwork T-shirt that I haven't finished yet.
You need to hurry
That's
up and
why I
finish
haven't
something.
casted them on yet. Liz says, aren't project bags supposed to be throughout your living space?
That's what I tell my mom. These ones. We
Oh
need to
no,
work
those
these
ones. Mine,
ones.
they're just over there.
These ones. We need
Yes, I
these.
know those ones. I know. I know we need those.
Depending on the stitch count that I want, so I might be able to do them on 4mm and get gauge.
Oh, Raspberry's heading out.
Night.
See ya.
Man, there's so much stuff going on over here. So much stuff. I have the icebox cardigan. There's the glace pullover, which is that super light, airy
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
80s pullover in that Barocco yarn. The
Tracy's
stuff
heading out
that's
too.
blown in a tube. Well, I mean, we covered everything we're going to cover, so
I
we
think
did
we're
the
just sort of chattering
stuffs.
at this point.
We're just chattering at this point. We covered the important bits, which is the point. And I still want to make that hot mess sweater.
Hot mess. Hot dish?
Yeah, that's it, the hot dish sweater.
Yeah, that one. Okay, I remember that one.
But I'm
Oh, yeah, I got
thinking
that pattern.
as I sit here looking at the skein of Aaron's yarn that I have to put away in that DK tweed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You're still waiting for April.
I am.
But I think do the hot dish cardigan and do it in a variegated colorway and make the stripes solid.
I'm thinking do it as a fade. Just fade between the colors.
Oh, I'm just going to order a sweater quantity of DK yarn.
Or that.
I'd go, hey, this is the body of the color. This is this thing. What would you recommend as a contrast stripe colorway? That's solid. I need those two. I know better. The indie diner knows better than I do. I'll just ask. I'll just ask for what I want, and whatever shows up, that's what I'm taking. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty great.
Sounds good to me. But yeah, we did our check-in. So now we know where we are on track with our card, which is perfect because we're just closing in on that hour marker. So we can
Wrap things
let you
up
go
for the
back.
week.
Let you go back to doing your bandeau.
And watching Critical Role because the Apogee Solstice happened.
Yeah.
And I'm just at the beginning of the next episode.
Yeah.
The party's split
Yeah,
and
yeah. And
I
where were you?
understand.
Did you see all that raging I did? I do not often get into the Discord chat on Critical Role and have a meltdown.
It was I spent the entire last 15 minutes of that episode just like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was having a
so many things
moment.
happened.
Where was everybody? Nobody was supporting me. Everybody was behind. Oh,
Sorry. I'm so sorry that I was not there in your time of need.
ugh.
I understand now.
The whole internet freaked out.
I understand. I somehow managed to avoid all those spoilers.
What? What?
I know. I know.
And as a point of reference, we still don't know what happened with half of the party. We're only on one a part of the two parties. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna try so hard to get caught up so I can watch live tomorrow night.
Oh, well, I ain't missing. Doing the live with the weeds, and I'm flipping the Critical Role, and I'm making almond chocolate cookie bars because I'm gonna need a snack. I'm gonna need a snack.
Yes.
Snack. A snack, people. A snack. But
Hopefully
yeah,
says I want to do the hot dish sweater, but I need to finish other things first. Nah, cast on
that's
with wild abandon.
says the woman who won't cast on with wild abandon. If you want to finish something first, go ahead and finish something first. I'm thinking the hot dish one will make a great fall cast on.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty sure my summer cast on is going to be like a t-shirt or something crazy like a crocheted summer dress you put over a slip or something like something truly like a crocheted hot pants, something like something crazy.
I would love to see that.
The only problem is that I'd have to show up the hot pants when they're done, and I don't think I want to do that. But would those be comfy pajamas? Just make them out of worsted weight cotton.
Yes.
Make some crochet hot pants and a crochet crop top and just lounge in that for the day. And before anybody says, oh, but I have children, it's their fault if they look. You have every right to be comfortable.
Exactly.
And Phaedra agrees because I just got the snort of agreement.
All right, shall we wrap this thing up?
We shall. Guys, we're to say goodnight. I'm going to go back to Madly Crafting Like a Crazy Person because I do not work on secret crafting the day of the check-in. So I'll see whoever joins us for the me and Louise for the live tomorrow. Hopefully there's a Diana in the chat thread. Who knows?
Maybe the Diana might be desperately trying to catch up on Critical Role.
Also possible. And we'll see you guys next time we do a bingo card check-in.
Buzz.
Yeah. That was a big buzz. Was that an important buzz? I don't know.
I'm going to
Ooh.
turn the stream off. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. My mom called.
Oh, that sounds